Good evening, everyone. This this special meeting was called for Monday, August 17th, 2020 at 7:30 p.m. at Borough Hall located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey. Pursuant to the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-8B, this meeting will be held by means of the use of electronic communications equipment. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, no member of the public shall be permitted to physically attend the meeting. The public, however, is invited to attend the meeting electronically. This special meeting was advertised on the Spotswood website and in the Home News Tribune. Posted items for consideration by council for this regular meeting immediately following. Can we have the engineer's report?
No. Council President, let me do roll call first.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Councilman Ritchie?
Here.
Councilman Rivera?
Here.
Councilman Malillo?
Here.
Councilman Spacuzzo? Council President Kramer?
Yes, I'm here.
Mayor Sealy?
Here.
Okay, can we have the engineer's report, please?
Yes, so for the capital project status report, for the NJDOT fiscal year 2020 local aid programs, the borough received a $555,000 grant for the 2020 municipal aid program, and we are working on the design. PSE&G is also completing their upgrade work, and as far as we know, they've also completed their paving operations. We're just waiting to hear back from their field rep confirming the same. They do have some striping throughout the town that needs to be addressed, and we'll review that with the PSE&G rep and make sure that that's also addressed. For the Cottage Street area improvements, the contractor has completed the storm sewer installation on all the roads. And as of Friday, he also completed the base course pavement reconstruction for all of the roads as well. The contractor is scheduling the replacement of the water main on Mundy Road between Brookwood Road and DeVoe Avenue. He scheduled that work for Wednesday, and the contractor anticipates completing that work prior to doing the final surface course pavement for the Cottage Street areas as well as Mundy Avenue. The improvements to Brunswick Avenue and the Karen Street drainage improvements, the contractors completed the paving and the striping and is working on the punch list items. JCP&L has also told us that they have scheduled relocation of the remaining poles so that the contractor can complete the concrete work, and the Karen Street improvements are complete. For the improvements to Adirondack Avenue, the borough received a $542,200 grant from the NJDOT 2019 local aid program for Adirondack Avenue from Hudson Avenue to Burlington Avenue. We've completed the comments issued by the NJDOT and are resubmitting for their approval to bid the project. For the DeVoe Lake dredging, we completed the project plans and submitted them to the DEP. The DEP responded saying that they have no comment and that we can proceed to bid. We've also received the permits required for New Jersey Fish and Wildlife and the Freehold Soil Conservation District, and we've scheduled to advertise bids on August 18th, and we'll receive bids on September 1st. For the George Street Water Treatment Plant and well number 4 proposed capacity increase, we're working with the project architect, and we have also received the results of the 24-hour test and submitted additional questions as far as the testing parameters. The well driller was on site for an additional 6-hour run, and the lab collected samples on missing data. They anticipate a 2-3 week turnaround for these results.
Okay, does anybody have any questions?
Larry, this is Charlie. I don't have any questions. I just want to let everyone know that I'm here now. Sorry I was a little late.
Okay, Charlie, thank you for coming. Okay, ordinance on first reading, public hearing set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-3, an ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 199, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 3, Traffic Regulations, subsection 199-17, Schedule, what is that, 6? Stop intersections. Ordinance 2, or ordinance second reading, public hearing, ordinance 2020-11, an ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending chapter, I can never understand, what is that, 27, 28?
17.
Police Department, okay, sorry. Police Department, Article 3,
28.
off-duty employment, yeah, 28.
28.
Off-duty employment, section 2822, outside employment of off-duty borough police by amending 28-22C, requests for services, 28-22D, rates of compensation, and 28-22E, cancellation. Ordinance first reading, public hearing set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-12. Ordinance 2020-12 to amend and supplement the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, in the State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 127, licensing by adding Article 3, parade, march, demonstrate, motorcade, or shows of any kind, adding 127-20, permit required, exceptions, 127-21, application process, approval, -127-22, conditions for issuance, and 127-23, reconsideration of issuance, and 127-24, revocation of permit. Ordinance first reading, public hearing set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-13. Ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, approving and authorizing and entering into execution and delivery of a lease and agreement with the Middlesex County Improvement Authority relating to the issuance of county guaranteed capital equipment and improvement revenue bonds, Series 2020 of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority. Resolutions under consent agenda. 2020-113. Borough Council authorizes the award of JNP Construction, LLC of Jackson, who was the lowest, most responsible bidder on the project known as building demolition of 474 Main Street, and the appropriate officials to execute all instruments necessary to complete the above stated transaction. 2020-114. Borough Council and Mayor of the Borough of Spotswood is hereafter authorized to execute a contract with the Borough of Spotswood's Chief of Police and Captain of Police, and reference set forth in PBA Local 225, contract dated April 1, 2019, for the years April 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2022. 2020-115. Borough Council authorizes change order number 1 and pay estimates number 5 in the amount of $395,009.58 for the aforesaid work is hereby approved for work performed by JoMed Construction Corporation on the above project through August 10th, 2020. 2020-116. Mayor and Borough Council authorized the CFO to issue a payroll check for out-of-title work performed by Kate Leedy, Administrative Assistant, from July 12, 2019 to June 18, 2020. 2020-117. The Borough Council hereby authorizes the waiver of the provisions of NJSA 40A:5-15 from July 27, 2020 to August 7, 2020 due to the COVID-19 related closure of the municipal building. And 2020-118, payment of bills. Okay, we have some proclamations that have to be read. That's later? Okay, for the regular meeting. Okay, I'm sorry. It's on that agenda also. So are there any discussions for the council? Any questions to anything?
No.
Okay, make a motion to open it to the public.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, looks like Diane.
Okay, you didn't hear me.
Hello, Diane. Yes, we can hear you.
Buddy. Diane Charlesworth, 29 Old Stage Road. I hope you're doing well. And I'm trying to get my dog to start barking. I just have a quick two things. Charlie, Larry, we're going to give you a class in Roman numerals. We'll pay for it out of the fund.
Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome. And just
Remember, when I went to school, they didn't have Roman numerals.
Oh, horse feathers. They always had Roman numerals. Okay, just one quick question for the engineer. On the Cottage Street area improvements, you said that they were going to be completed by Wednesday. Is that like 2 days from now?
Hi, Dan. No, they're gonna start the water main work on Monday Avenue on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they're expecting that to take a couple of days. And once they finish that, then they're gonna come back and finish the paving work for the project.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Great. And you know what? I just want to say thank you for your written report. It was very, very helpful, and it made following your little dissertation there a lot easier. So good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm done.
Okay, Diane, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jackie Palmer, how are you?
Good evening. How are you?
Good.
I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying your summer so far. I have a question on the resolution 2020-113, the demolition on the Brown House. Can you, Council President, please just refresh my memory? Did we confirm what the usage of the property was? I know I thought I saw some bids for firehouse. I can't remember if we agreed to that.
Yeah, I believe we agreed to, because in order for the firehouse to get a plan drawn up and to be able to start working for grants, we had to kind of let the world know that that's what the property was going to be used for. So I do believe that at the last meeting it was put out as it was going to be a fire for the firehouse.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
My second question's on the bill list 2020-118. I guess I'll ask you, Council President, you can defer. For the attorney fees for Larry Sachs that are on for August, are those all bills for July, or is there a time frame? What time frame is that?
Jackie, it's Larry. I can answer that. Those are bills going back actually to when the pandemic started in March. So they go back about 5.5 months. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
believe
you.
me, I didn't bill that amount in 2 weeks.
Thank you, because I thought we should just hire you on the payroll then for full-time work.
No, that's several months of bills. Thank you.
The second question on the bill list is I'm curious as to why we have about $70,000 worth of bills on the bill list from 2019.
That's something I would probably need to refer that to, that's a good question. Pat, no, who would it be? Dawn?
Might be Dawn,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Is she on?
I am
Sure.
here.
Yeah, Dawn, can you answer that?
Sure, the majority of the bills are for, as you can see, 41,000 for Samuel Klein and Company. That's the bulk of it. They don't bill for the
Oh, yeah.
audit until it is complete, but it is encumbered in the 2019 budget. And the second highest is Lincoln National, which is the firefighters' LoSAP, which again is the same situation. It is encumbered in 2019 and typically paid in 2020.
I guess I'm
Okay.
just curious as to why in August of 2020 that is being billed. I understand that. So do we, Dawn, have an accrual process in place for year-end accruals?
Absolutely.
And what is that process?
You have to put in purchase orders, requisitions to encumber the funds for the 2019 going into 2020.
And
If
there's
those
no,
funds-
go ahead, I'm sorry.
If those funds are not expended in 2020, then they lapse into surplus.
So we basically allow people to bill us almost a year later for services rendered the prior year?
Some services, yes. There's stuff that's done at the end of 2019 that for whatever reason, the work isn't done. Like, one of these, I believe, nope, that major police supply is in 2020. But some of them you can't obtain signatures on the purchase orders from vendors and they lapse into the following calendar year. LoSAP and audit reports typically are a year behind because, like I said, you encumber it in the prior year and pay it in the following.
Okay, thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome.
Council President, I have a question on Resolution 2020-116. Can you tell me how much this resolution is authorizing in total spending?
Let me look at my paperwork. Oh, wait a minute, there it is right there. No, that's the other one. Just give me a minute. It's here. I just got to find it. There's a lot of paperwork. That would have been a minute ago. Okay, here it is. Okay. The total is $10,411.50, and that is hours worked for the time that she was doing Dawn's work while she was out, and for the HR, and it's paid at $6 an hour differential.
And how many hours is that?
Total hours are total hours is 1,735 hours.
1,730, I'm sorry, 1,735 hours you said?
Yeah, 1,730.25 hours.
1,730.25 hours. How many hours per week is that job? Is it 40 hours a week or is it 37 and a half?
I don't think, let me look. The way it works is it's dated and how many hours she worked each week. So if you I think this was available.
Well, we don't get anything until Friday afternoon that's posted.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
it said I could go to the clerk's office, which the municipal building is closed,
Right.
hence I can't get in to get
Yeah.
it. But but my question,
listen,
I'm
how
sorry,
about
Council President, my question is how many hours per week do we pay her to work a normal schedule? Is it 37 and a half is her pay period, or is it 40 hours?
I would have to refer that to the mayor because I really don't know what her hours are.
Thank you.
Ed, can you answer that? Because I don't know what her total hours each week are. Hold on, because Tim rolled away, so I don't know. Hey, Alyssa, can you unmute the mayor? He's going to answer this question. Is he muted? He shouldn't be, right? No, he's muted. Just give me 1 second, Jackie.
No
We're
worries.
working on it. Yeah, because it still says that he's muted on my computer.
Hey, Jackie, can you hear me?
I can,
Oh,
Mr.
there he
Sealy,
goes.
thank you.
I want to say 40. I'm looking at her timesheets right now.
40 hours?
That's what I'm pretty sure I'm reading. I could be mistaken, but let me double check that real quick.
It's raining now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Could you give me like 5 minutes there and I'll get right back to you, Jack?
Yeah, that's fine, because that's no worries, Ed, whenever you get to it. Let's assume it's 40 hours. So I counted 49 weeks within that pay period of yours. So if we do the quick math, 40 hours a week times 49 weeks comes to roughly 1,960 hours. So you're telling me that 1,730 of them were above and beyond her normal day-to-day activity? Who did her job while she was doing the other job full-time?
Ed, can you answer that? Because again, I'm really been in the municipal building, so.
Jackie,
But see, not every. Yeah. Jackie, Ed's back on.
Go ahead, Ed.
Jackie, she was being compensated $6 an hour for the extra work. She was also doing her regular job. As you well know, $6 an hour is not near enough. And I know you're leading here to whether or not she was making 2 jobs. But at 1,700 hours, 1,735.25, she also didn't receive time for like holidays, vacation days.
Well, I would think she wouldn't, because she's not working any job. That's a paid on her job.
Exactly. But the $6 an hour is compensation for doing above her normal duties.
And I'm just curious again, what are those? Because I have her job description that when I OPA requested it, very clearly says that there is, I don't have it right this second on me, but I believe it says any projects assigned. So essentially we could assign her as a crossing guard out on DeVoe and Maine, and she wouldn't get any extra pay for the job. So what I'm trying to understand is, if I'm doing a job, right, 40 hours of a work week are my actual job. So you're telling me that she did 1,730 hours of a different job in addition to her regular job of 1,960 hours is her normal work hours. Is that, I'm just trying to understand, because she does a regular job, which has a 3-page job description of all the things that she's responsible for doing. So I want to make sure I understand that the payment we're making is for 1,730 hours of work that was not in her job description, which again, I happen to challenge because it's written differently, but if I can't, it doesn't make sense math-wise to me.
Well, I'll go back to what you said in the first statement there, where you said that she's assigned extra duties.
Yep.
I wouldn't consider giving her a job that may pay substantially more than hers, extra duty. And was she doing the full job? Well, of course not. I have to do part of that job as well. And I didn't get compensated at all. But
And the CFO as well.
Well, the CFO's responsibilities are a lot different. I mean, a lot different, higher requirement altogether. Yes, she is being paid 1,735.25 hours for hours worked for covering as HR as well as part of Dawn's duties while she was out.
So were those, I'm just curious, when did Dawn come back to work? Was it December 26th, 2019?
I believe it was December 29th or 8th, I believe, right? I think. I'd have to check that, but I think that was a date because I think I wanted her to come back a day earlier, but it wound up being a day late.
Okay, so when Dawn came back to work, we still had Kate doing Dawn's job, even though we were paying and we had Dawn in the office?
No, we still had Kate doing human resources at that time because the council requested that she not have that responsibility at that time.
And when did, and we kept on, so we've been talking about this since I think April, right? So we kept her working out of her role April, May, and June of this year, even after we've had multiple discussions about it. And even after Dawn was given back her HR responsibilities, which I believe was also in April.
Dawn's HR responsibilities were just recently given back.
Yeah, I believe like April, maybe May.
Oh, definitely, I believe a little later than that.
Yeah, I think it was later than that.
Yeah, it was definitely later than that because I have to get back in the date there because I did get a letter from one of the department heads on the date it happened. In fact, I could check.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what percentage of her work week was out of role work, right? So if her work week is a 40-hour work week, what percentage of her actual work week was spent on doing out of role work? Based upon this, it was about, I'm going to go with almost 80%. So 80% of her job for a year or 11 months time, 80% of her job of what she was doing every day was outside of her role.
That would be your words, not mine.
I'm asking the question. I'm asking, it's 49 weeks, right? I counted the weeks, and 49 weeks at 40 hours. I'm going to pull out my calculator right now, right? 40 times 49 is 1,960 hours. You told me 1,735 hours, 0.25 hours. If I divide that by 1960, which is the total hours that she worked at 40 hours a week for 49 weeks, that is 88.5% of her time.
Okay, I just caught up with it in my computer, so you're gonna have to recalculate a little bit. Her work week is 35 hours.
35 hours. Okay, so 35 hours times 49 weeks is actually 1,715 hours. So you're telling me that she worked an entire over full-time hours, which you're saying is 1,735.25. She's 35 hours a week times 49 weeks. 35 times 49 is 1,715. So 1,735.25 divided by 17, what'd I say, 15? It's 101.1% of her job, 101% of her job was being done. Which means she wasn't doing any of her own job at all. That's what that tells me.
Hey, Jackie, excuse me, this is Charlie. I don't believe that that's what we're saying. I believe that we're saying is for the 1,700 hours that she covered, we're giving her $6 an hour for doing both positions. We're not saying that she did 1,700 hours just for that job. We're giving her $6 an hour more because she covered that position in that time frame.
Well, that's not what your resolution reads. But even so, right? If I just did the math, the mayor said it's 35 hours. We're now paying her for more than the weeks. There's more hours than she actually worked.
So Jackie, what I read in the resolution is, it says, Kate Leedy, Administrative Assistant to the Mayor and Business Administrator, has performed extra job duties that were out of title from July 12, 2019 through June 18, 2020. So it doesn't say that she just did that. It says that she needs to be paid for what she did do over and above her regular job.
And again, my question is, what percentage of her work week was based upon out-of-role work? Apparently 101%, according to the calculator. That's what I'm asking you. So 101%. So here's my issue with this. This is so convoluted the way it was written. Why would you have put this process in place where there's a spreadsheet detailing her hours worked? It makes an assumption that she worked a certain amount of hours per week, right? 10 hours a week doing something outside of her job duties. And again, I realize that we lack some of the human resources, capabilities within our borough. But when you makes an assumption, if there is a spreadsheet detailing the hours worked. So now what you're telling me is if she's working a 35-hour work week, we are now paying more. We're paying 1,735 hours, which is 101% of her actual hours scheduled and worked. Why would you have not written the resolution to just put that we are going to compensate her $10,411.50? Why do we even have to go through this discussion? Which again, leads me to believe that yet again, we're just trying to either one, appease the situation, or two, just hide and brush everything under the rug instead of just being honest with everybody in the borough. Why can't you told us the exact dollar amount to the penny on what it's going to cost us to demolish the house on Main Street? But this had to be a big cloak and dagger. I had to pull out my calculator. I had to ask 100 questions to get that answer. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And again, this isn't about the fact that she didn't go and do something outside of her job, but there's no way that any one person can do 101% of another person's job and their own job. There's a percentage of her work, and the way you wrote the resolution is it sounds as if there's a spreadsheet detailing the hours. Well, if there's no spreadsheet detailing the hours and it's just based upon the fact of what her normal work week is, well, one, you're overpaying her then $6 because now that total should not be $10,411.50. It should be, what did we say? 14. What did I say? 1715 was the total. It should be $10,290. So again, I don't understand why this is like such a hard concept to understand. But I think we've discussed that enough. So the answer is that we're just going to do whatever we want anyway.
Well, I didn't write the resolution. I only read it.
You answered the questions you could answer, Larry, and that's all you could do, and I appreciate it. Believe me, okay. I asked you the questions, you answered what you could, and my concern is really that I'm asking the questions, and that there's 5 people on the council, and nobody else asked the same questions. I don't understand why we wouldn't want to make sure we completely understand and do the math, or just put the total amount that you were going to pay her in the resolution? Why did we have to go through a whole math lesson to try and figure it out?
That's a good question, Jackie.
All right, I'll stop, Larry. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. Anyone else? There was somebody else there.
Hi, everybody. It's Colleen Ronco.
Hello, Colleen.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. I just kind of wanted to back up what Jackie said, because when I read the resolution as well, I was kind of taken aback by the fact that when you actually look at the amount of hours per work week, which is even worse now that Ed said it's 35 versus the 40, that we're paying somebody, more than 100% of the salary that, for the entire 11 months. So we're basically saying that for 11 months, she didn't do any of her job because she was doing 101% of Dawn's job, which I find really interesting that Dawn's job would be 101%, because I'm pretty sure that Dawn's job entails more than just doing the human resources. And I would think in a town this size that the human resources wouldn't be that overbearing where you would need somebody full-time to be doing it. So this resolution, this has been going on now for months, guys. I mean, what was the first resolution put in April? So now we're in August, and all we keep doing is trying to revamp and redo and find a way to pay Kate. Well, maybe we shouldn't be paying Kate at all, because her job description clearly states that the mayor can assign her to do anything, and it's just part of her job. Why are we paying people extra money, especially at 101%? Because now we know, based on calculations, and let's face it, it doesn't matter which math you do, the math we learned, the math the kids are learning today, the math that our great-grandparents learned, math is math. The numbers come out to be exactly the same. So this resolution, again, is something that you guys need to seriously take into consideration as to whether or not you want to pass something that's so convoluted, and we're paying her $10,000 to do 101% of Dawn's job at $6 an hour. Again, I don't know anybody else during this pandemic that's getting $10,000. I mean, every job I've ever had, if somebody said to me, hey, you've got to do this, my boss goes, you have to do this. Well, guess what? I have to do it. Unless she's got some kind of weird contract somewhere, which we know she doesn't have, that she's at the leisure of the mayor. So if the mayor asked her to do this, guess what? Sorry, Kate, but that's your job. That's all I got to say about it.
Thank you. Is there anybody else? Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
There is somebody? Okay.
Hey guys, Eddie Lesko.
Hello, Eddie.
Good. I just have a quick question. In 2016, Mayor Seeley ran for office and won at the end of his council term. I'm not sure how it works at a municipal level. If a council member were to run midterm, they get to appoint that person to their seat, correct?
No, actually, the council itself, the majority of the council would have to make that decision. It's not like, let's say I ran and won. I don't pick my successor.
Right.
The successor is picked by the council themselves. Anything else, Ed?
No, thank you very much.
Okay.
Excuse me. To add to that, what happens is
Yeah.
the council interviews who's ever interested in the position at that time, and they serve one-year term until the next
The next
election comes off.
next election cycle, that's correct. But it is
Okay.
selected by the council.
So Eddie still has his hand up. Does he want something else? Does he have something else to say? No,
I think
he's
he's
gone.
done.
All right. All right, so I'll make a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Adjourn the meeting?
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All righty, so let's go over here. Since I moved everything around, I can get it all back together again. Just give me a minute. Oh, here it is. Okay. This special meeting was called for Monday, August 17th, 2020 at 7:30 p.m. at Borough Hall, located at 77 Summerhill Road, Spotswood, New Jersey. Pursuant to the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-8B, this meeting will be held by means of the use of electronic communications equipment. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, no members of the public shall be permitted to physically attend the meeting. The public shall be permitted the public, however, is invited to attend the meeting electronically. This special meeting was advertised on the Spotswood website and in the Home News Tribune. We'll have a call to order, and then we'll salute the flag, and we'll have a moment of silence, and then roll call. Okay, let's salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, for our moment of silence, I have two things I'd like everyone to say a prayer for George E. Gretsch. He's a lifelong Spotswood member. And I would also like to have people say a prayer. I had a friend of mine's daughter was found dead of a drug overdose, and I went to her funeral today. So I'd like to have people say a prayer for her also. Okay. Roll call.
Councilman Ritchie?
Here.
Councilman Rivera?
Here.
Councilman Malillo?
Here.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Here.
Council President Kramer?
Here.
Mayor Sealy?
Here.
Okay, so we have a bunch of minutes that we have to go over, so bear with me. We have the set of minutes from the special meeting of May 11th, 2020.
Need a motion to
I'll make a
approve.
motion to move the minutes.
What was the minutes?
Everyone says it at once.
I'll second the list.
Second, everybody.
Well, who made the motion? Because I didn't get that. Was I
Ted.
Okay. Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Yes.
Council President Kramer?
Yes.
We have a set of minutes from the caucus meeting of May 18th, 2020.
Make a motion to approve the caucus meeting, May 18, 2020.
Second.
Seconded.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
We have a set of regular minutes from the May 18th meeting, 2020.
The motion to
Make a
move.
motion to move the regular minutes for May 18th, 2020.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
We have another set of minutes from the caucus meeting of June 8th, 2020.
Make a motion to move the caucus meeting of June 8th, 2020.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
We're almost done, guys. We have another set of minutes from the regular meeting of June 8th, 2020.
Make a motion to
Make
approve
a
the
motion to move
minutes.
the minutes.
Second.
May 8th. Approve the minutes.
Okay, Councilman Ritchie.
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, we have a set of minutes from the caucus meeting of June 22nd, 2020.
Make a motion to approve the minutes, 6:22.
Second it.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, we have another set of minutes of the regular meeting of June 22nd, 2020.
Make a motion.
Make a motion, we move.
Go ahead. Go ahead, say whatever it is.
Okay, I think that was Councilman Ritchie. So are you going to
That's
second it?
Yes, I'll second, yeah, of course. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, another set of minutes of the caucus meeting of July 13th, 2020.
Make a motion to move the caucus meeting July 13th, 2020.
Second.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Last one. We have a last set of minutes of the regular meeting of July 13th, 2020.
Make a motion, move the minutes, 7:13:20. Make a motion. Approve the minutes.
Who's going to second it?
Second it.
Second.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, we have some ordinances on the
There we go.
agenda. We're going to do the public hearing for ordinance 2020-11. Ordinance 2020-11 was posted in the Spots Municipal Building on July 14th, 2020, and advertised in full in the Home News Tribune on July 17th, 2020. A public hearing was set for August 17th. Ordinance 2020-11, an ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 28, Police Department, Article 3, off-duty employment, Section 28-22, outside employment of off-duty borough police by amending 28-22C, requests for services 28-22D, rates of compensation, and 28-22E cancellation. I'm going to make a motion to open it to the public first.
Yes.
Make a
Second
motion
it.
to open it to the public.
Open to the public, second.
Wait, hold on. Who
Oh, hold
made
on,
the
wait.
motion?
Slow down,
I'll
going too
make a
fast.
motion. Don't go fast. Be careful. Don't fall.
Okay, so who's making the motion?
I'll make a
Councilman
motion.
Malala.
All right, who's going to second it?
I'll second
This is
both of
Charlie.
them.
I
Make a
will.
motion
No,
second.
you can't, John, you can't second your own motion, so.
I'll second it.
Somebody's got a
Okay.
second.
All in
Councilman Cl-
favor?
Aye.
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 You need to see if anyone from the public wants to comment on it.
Yep, no one has their hands raised.
Why don't you give it a minute?
Motion to close it.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now you need a motion to adopt.
Okay. On a
Adopt.
motion of councilman and second by a council person and a roll call vote.
Well,
Oh, that's already done, I'm sorry.
just make a motion to accept the ordinance.
I make a motion we approve this this is ordinance 2023, correct?
2020-11.
This,
Yeah.
Dash 11. Yeah, I'm sorry. I make the motion we approve 2020-11 on second reading. Posted according to law.
Second.
I'll second it.
Councilman Ritchie? I got it already.
Yeah. Okay.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Yes.
Council President Kramer?
Yes.
Okay, we have an ordinance on first reading. Public hearing is set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-3. An ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 199, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 3, Traffic Regulations, subsection 199-17, Schedule 7, Stop Intersections. Now someone's gonna make a motion to accept the ordinance on first reading.
Make a motion.
Make a motion to accept the ordinance on first reading. Set a public hearing for September 9th, 2020.
I'll second it.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Yes.
Council President Kramer?
Yes.
Okay, we have another ordinance on first reading. Public hearing is set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-12. Ordinance 2020-12 to amend and supplement the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, in the State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 127, licensing by adding Article 3, parade, march, demonstrate, motorcade, or show of any kind, adding 127-20, permit required, exceptions, 127-21, application process, approval, 127-22, conditions for issuance, 127-23, reconsideration of issuance, and 127-24, revocation of permit.
Make a motion, we move 2012 to the public hearing for September 9th.
Second it.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, our last ordinance is on first reading, public hearing set for September 9th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-13, ordinance of the Borough of Spotswood in the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, approving and authorizing the entering into execution and delivery of a lease and agreement with the Middlesex County Improvement Authority relating to the issuance of county guaranteed capital equipment and improvement revenue bond series 2020 of the Middlesex County Improvement Authority.
Make a motion, we move 2013, set for public hearing for September 9th.
Second it.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay, Council President, council members, I'll take a motion to accept the resolutions on the consent agenda, resolutions 2020-113 through 2020-118.
I make a motion to move the resolutions 2021-13 through 2021-18.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie,
Yes.
Councilman Rivera,
Yes.
Councilman Malillo,
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo,
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 4 proclamations. I'm going to have, I'm going to let Alyssa read one for us.
Okay. Whereas Eagle Scout is the highest rank that can be achieved within the Boy Scouts of America, a milestone reached by only 5% of Boy Scouts since 1912, and achieving this rank involves a lengthy process which includes earning 21 badges in a number of disciplines, as well as completing a Eagle Scout service project. And whereas Jason Mercado is a member of Boy Scout Troop 35 and has been rewarded for his dedication and hard work by attaining the rank of Eagle Scout, and whereas Jason's service project included the creation of a compost bin for Immaculate Conception School, and whereas Jason has earned the respect and admiration of the Boy Scouts throughout New Jersey for his sense of commitment, perseverance, and willingness to strive for excellence, and has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and a dedication to service in the community. And whereas Jason was welcomed into the Eagle Scout Court of Honor on July 29, 2020, now therefore Ed Seeley, Mayor of the Borough of Spotswood, together with the governing body and on behalf of our residents, do commend Jason Mercado on the significant achievement of the rank of Eagle Scout and wish him much luck and success in all his future endeavors. Dated August 17, 2020.
Okay, I'll read one. This proclamation, whereas Eagle Scout is the highest rank that can be achieved within the Boy Scouts of America, a milestone reached by only 5% of Boy Scouts since 1912. And achieving this rank involves a lengthy process which includes earning 21 badges in a number of disciplines, as well as completing an Eagle Scout service project. And whereas Jonathan Wasserman is a member of Boy Scout Troop 35 and has been rewarded for his dedication and hard work by attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. And whereas Jonathan's service project included creating little free libraries at Schoenly School, Monday Avenue Park, and the Spotswood Library. And whereas Jonathan has earned the respect and admiration of the Boy Scouts throughout New Jersey for his service of commitment, perseverance, and willingness to strive for excellence, and has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and a dedication to service in the community. And whereas Jonathan was welcomed into the Eagle Scout Court of Honor on July 29, 2020. Now therefore, I, Ed Seeley, Mayor of the Borough of Spotswood, together with the entire governing body, and on behalf of our residents, do commend Jonathan Wasserman as the significant achievement of the rank of Eagle Scout, and wish him much luck and success in all his future endeavors. Dated August 17th, 2020. Anyone else like to grab one and read it? Charlie?
Hang on one sec, Larry.
No problem.
Have somebody else read one, because I got it, my computer just froze up, so I'm going on it to get it now. So
What's that?
I'm just trying to get it on my computer.
All right, she's going to read another one while we're waiting.
Okay.
Whereas Eagle Scout is the highest rank that can be achieved within the Boy Scouts of America, a milestone reached by only 5% of Boy Scouts since 1912, and achieving this rank involves a lengthy process which includes earning 21 badges in a number of disciplines as well as completing an Eagle Scout service project. And whereas Connor J. Dickey is a member of Boy Scout Troop 35 and has been rewarded for his dedication and hard work by attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. And whereas Connor's service project included the revitalization of the area surrounding the memorial to the Virgin Mary at the Spotswood Knights of Columbus Council, number 4907. And whereas Connor has earned the respect and admiration of the Boy Scouts throughout New Jersey for his sense of commitment, perseverance, and willingness to strive for excellence, and has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and a dedication to service in the community. And whereas Connor was welcomed into the Eagle Scout Court of Honor on July 29, 2020, now therefore Ed Seeley, Mayor of the Borough of Spotswood, together with the governing body and on behalf of our residents, do commend Connor J. Dickey on the significant achievement of the rank of Eagle Scout and wish him much luck and success in all of his future endeavors. Dated August 17, 2020.
You good now, Charlie?
Well, I got it. Robert's the last one, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Alyssa, yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I didn't. Whereas Eagle Scout is the highest rank that can be achieved within the Boy Scouts of America, a milestone reached by only 5% of Boy Scouts since 1912. Achieving this rank involves a lengthy process which includes earning 21 badges in a number of disciplines, as well as completing an Eagle Scout service project. And whereas Robert Kwiatkowski is a member of Boy Scout Troop 35 and has been rewarded for his dedication and hard work by attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. And whereas Robert's service project included refurbishing 6 benches around the tennis courts at the War Memorial and repainting the shed used to house tennis equipment. And whereas Robert has earned the respect and admiration of Boy Scouts throughout New Jersey for a sense of commitment, perseverance, and willingness to strive for excellence, and has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities and a dedication to service in the community. And whereas Robert was welcomed into Eagle Scout Court of Honor on July 29, 2020. Now, therefore, Ed Seeley, Mayor of the Borough of Spotswood, together with the entire governing body and behalf of the residents, do commend Robert Kwiatkowski on a significant achievement of rank of Eagle Scout and wish him much luck and success in all his future endeavors. Dated August 17, 2020.
Congratulations to all of us.
Yep,
Yes, congratulations all of you.
And we have a fire department application from Nicholas Rosillo.
What the heck? Nicholas Rosillo.
What's that? Yes, we want to have a vote to pass the application.
Yes, I make a motion to accept the application.
Yeah, second, yeah. Nicola Rosillo.
Councilman Ritchie? Councilman Ritchie? Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Yes.
Council President Kramer.
Yes.
Nicholas, thank you for signing up to be on our fire department, and good luck and be safe.
Very good, very good. Congratulations to this guy. Terrific. We need firemen,
Yep.
we need cops too.
Congratulations, Nicholas. Okay, any oral reports from liaisons and department heads?
I got something to say though. It's not from the liaison. It's not this, Dawn knows about this. This here, where are we? This gentleman here, 151 Main Street, there's a code complaint there. The house there, 151 Main, has got a lot of, it's a disaster, I understand. It's a lot of, whatever it is out there, around the house, or it's a mess.
Yeah, I haven't been out there to
And
see.
Joe Cantori is a Helmeta code enforcement because our regular code enforcement, I think he's out on medical leave. Horinko?
Yeah.
Horinko. Ron. He's out on medical leave, and they got this fellow by the name of Joe Cantora from Helmeta. He's going to look into it. So I spoke to, who's this today? Frank Speranza. But I got this. I was talking to him. He said the fella, he's going to take care of that. You know what I mean? He's going to take care of it. And so some outfit from down Belmead, New Jersey owns the property. From Belmead. So they're going to check it out. I told him, we said, we need the money. Find them, you know. It's the truth. So this other one here, I mean, Dawn knows about that. Knows about this Julian Lewis. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a, where are we over here?
Is that the one where his car kept getting dirty because of the road work?
Yeah, all that.
and then
Yeah.
Backing out of his driveway, damaging his car?
371 Old Stage, 371.
I believe Dawn notified him to contact the insurance company.
Yeah, all that stuff, yeah. So just to bring it up, that's all, whatever. And that's the story with that. But this Helmeta thing, I mean, this code enforcement is going to check into that. This Cantora guy is going to go over and check that out, 151 Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So he's going to be all right with that.
All right.
That's all. There's nothing else. That's all I got. Just to bring it up.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Larry, it's Ted. I just want
Yeah, go ahead, Ted.
to talk about the Office on Aging, that they're trying to get themselves back in action as of June, and they seem to be on the right track. They've opened the center again. The seniors have some limited things going on over there, so if anybody's interested, they can look into that.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyone else?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jose.
I just want to thank everybody, police, fire, EMS, Public Works, OEM staff for the day of the storm. There was over 100 calls within that time frame. We had a lot of trees down, wires down. So if everybody noticed, fire trucks, cop cars, ambulance, OEM vehicle all over the place. So I just want to say thank you to all the members and also the employees. And Public Works is still doing some cleaning. And again, I want to thank them a lot, because them guys were out there with chainsaws and helping out. That's all I have to say.
Outstanding. Thank you, Jose. Ed?
Yeah, I just real quick on echo the same thing. We're lucky to have such a fortunate staff to take care of that situation, because we were up quite fast compared to most other neighborhoods. Maybe not fast enough for some, but really quite fast. On another note, a slightly depressing note, I'm sure some people may have heard it running through the rumor mill. Schweitzer Mauduit is closing December 31st of this year. They have notified their employees. I've been in touch with their management. I've been in touch with the union. It seems there's no chance of them staying open. I know they're going to negotiations this week with their personnel to talk about whatever they're going to do for them compensation-wise. This is a very large rateable, this town. It is a little bit of an issue. Although they still have to continue paying their taxes regardless if they're running or not. So I know there are things in the wind I hear, but I don't see nothing solid yet. As I learn more, I will definitely be putting it out to the public. That's all I got.
Anyone else? Okay, then I need a motion to open it to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, looks like Diane's on board.
Hi, it's Diane Charles
Hello,
with
Diane.
29 Old Stage Road. I have a couple of things, so bear with me, okay? First of all, I'd like to say that Old Stage Road looks beautiful since it's been repaved and restriped. And I personally went out and thanked the guys the day that they were doing the paving. They were taking a little break, and I went out with water and offered them water and told them what a good job they did. So thank you to the council for paving my street. Yay.
I'm glad you're happy.
I am a happy girl. Secondly, in reference to what Ted said about the Office on Aging, up until last Thursday, Kitchen Time has been meeting in Thompson Park because we didn't want to have to wear masks, and we knew social distance there, and we felt that the breeze coming off the lake was enough to keep these old ladies cool. You know what I'm saying? But we went into the senior center for our first meeting this past Thursday. 11 women showed up, which I was very happy about. And Donna and Beth at the center have been the most gracious, loving people that you could ever hope for. They've bent over backwards to accommodate us, to work with. Sometimes we get 20 women there, sometimes we get 11 women there, and they found a way to make it work for us. So they need a huge shout out for being so flexible. Let's see what else, what's on my list here. Okay, let's talk about the election coming up, okay? I am kind of aware that ballots are going to be mailed out on October 5th. And I believe that's the date that candidates running for office in town are allowed to post political signs. And I'd like to suggest that since this is a year that is so bollocksed up and so out of the ordinary, that maybe we could have an extra week for the candidates to have their signs up before the ballots are sent out, because the majority of ballots are probably going to be sent through the mail. So the whole idea of being able to have your sign up from October 5th to November 3rd is really kind of negated. We need it to be up earlier than October 5th. So I'd like, if possible, for next meeting to have a resolution that can be voted on stating that political signs can be posted on September 28th rather than waiting till October 5th.
I don't know what the rules are about that, Diane. I'll refer that to the mayor He might know better than us to let us know what we would, if we can do that. I don't know if it's a county thing or a township thing.
I think it's a township thing.
Ed,
It's a borough
Ed, can you?
ordinance. Larry, it's a borough ordinance.
Okay.
Something that simple. It's just a matter of, I think we could just do a consensus among the council that we're just not going to make an issue out of it for 1 week and let everybody put their signs out. I agree. It's a crappy year this year with getting things done.
Yeah.
I'd have no problem.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if you poll the council, you're going to be fine on that.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right, so let's get a poll from the council right now.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
Okay, so we extend that 1 week, make it a week earlier.
Yeah, the 28th of September.
Anybody? Is that okay, John? Charlie?
Yes, I'm fine with it. I just have one question about it, Larry. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Yeah.
But Larry Sachs, because it's a borough ordinance, we just have to make our code enforcer aware that we're doing this, right? I mean, do we have to do anything paperwork-wise to make this work?
You know what, I think what we should do is if that's the pleasure of the council, that we just adopt a resolution stating that we're going to modify the ordinance just for this year to permit the signs to go out earlier. Most towns do have, and they state usually it's 30 days before election day when you can put your signs out. I know some towns even have it longer than that. I know East Brunswick, for instance, is 30 days, and I think that's what Spotswood has. But we could put a resolution out to the meeting to make
Larry,
this.
so that,
Larry, it's Ted. Why can't we just shoot an email from Pat to code enforcement? We're just going to extend it instead of going through all this paperwork. It's 1 week.
I
Because
agree.
then you'd have to do another resolution to take it back next year.
Why don't we just turn around and have Pat DeStefano send them an email? This is what we're doing. Lay off for the extra week.
All right, that's the pleasure of the council. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think the
Anybody on
resolution's
council
over.
object to that?
no, I'm good with that. I just wanted to make sure we were doing everything right.
Okay. Anybody else disagree with that? How about you, Jose?
I have no agreement with that.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'll do
All
to
right,
make
so-
it legal? I will send a letter to our code official and zoning officer stating that the council is requesting that there be a 1 week extension of that time period on the front end. And this way, at least it's documented.
Cool. That
Okay.
works.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
You're welcome, Diane. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Thank you very much.
But I am going to give you a lesson in Roman numerals, Larry.
Okay. I need it. Trust me.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right. You too. Okay. Okay, Laura?
Hi, it's Lara. Lara Krefsky,
Okay.
Lara Krefsky, 29 Rainbow Lane. I've seen people in like my street and the other streets by us, I guess like surveying and whatnot. So I guess they're getting ready to repave the streets here in this section, like Sloan, Charles, Carroll, Bryan, Rainbow Lane. I just wanted to see if you guys had any idea of when they would be starting the, digging up the street and repaving.
That would be something that our engineers should be able to answer, right, Malay?
Yes, yeah. So we are doing some initial survey work to gather information for the design of the roads. Once we get the design together, we do have to submit that to the DOT for their approval before we go out to bid. Generally, they take about a month to review and turn around any comments if they have any, or allow us to go out to bid. So right now, I mean, we're probably 6 weeks out until we hear something, until we get everything together that we need to for the DOT. We submit it to them, and by the time they get something back to us, we're anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks out. After that, we'd still have to go out to bid, receive bids, and award the contract as well.
Okay.
So we're still a little ways away, but everything is moving forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Colleen Ronco.
Okay.
I have just a few questions. When are we reopening the municipal building?
I'm really not sure with the COVID continuing to go up and down.
All of the other municipalities around us have their buildings open because I've gone and picked up OPA requests at buildings. So I'd like to know why ours isn't open when everybody else's is.
Excuse me, open to, Colleen, open to the public or
They're
open
open
for
to the public,
employees?
absolutely. Yep, I've gone and picked
Well,
up
I
CDs
can
all
tell you
over the
that-
state.
Well, maybe I can tell you the three municipalities that I'm involved in are not open to the public. That would be East Brunswick, that would be North Brunswick, and that would be Old Bridge.
Okay,
The public is, so.
I know for a fact Perth Amboy is open.
Right.
I mean, I've been down in Salem County, they've got things that are open. I've been up in Bergen County, they've got things that are open. I mean,
Yeah.
why are we not opening the building? Is there a reason? I mean, if I can go to Walmart, why can't I walk in and pay my water bill?
Well, I think some of it is based on public health concerns, but I can tell you, at least in Middlesex County, most of these buildings are not open. The only one that I know is open, because I had to go there recently, was Milltown. But I can tell you that all the other ones around here are not open to the public.
That's entirely not true, Larry. That's entirely not true. Because I've been in several of them. And as a matter of fact, I have to go pick up an Oprah CD tomorrow in Perth Amboy. And they
Okay,
told
well,
me
that's
exactly where I have to go in the building.
Well, all right, I'm not going to respond to why they're not open. That's not my
Well,
call.
you're telling me that the other buildings that you're making a statement that everybody surrounding us isn't open when that is in
That's
fact
right.
not the case.
Well, everyone surrounding us is not open. East Brunswick surrounds us, they're not open. Old Bridge is surrounding us, they're not open.
Okay, so you're picking the three towns that you're in. What I'm saying
No,
is
no,
my
excuse me,
question to
Colleen.
the council is, when do we plan on opening up the building?
Well, that's something that can be answered by the administration. But what I'm telling you is that most of the towns around here are not open. But if the administration wants to answer that question, that's fine. That's not my decision.
Anybody?
When it's safe.
You just proved my point. Doesn't Schweitzer's have some type of a isn't that like a DEP site where there's contaminated soil? What's going to happen when Schweitzer's goes out? Who's going to clean up that property there? Because there's a sign right on the fencing that says that there's an issue with the soil.
You want me to answer that? I guess I probably could. First of all, I don't know for a fact what the level of contamination is. I'm not totally familiar with what's been ongoing at that site. But certainly if Schweitzer sells that property to somebody else, that would be an issue that would have to be dealt with in any type of transaction between Schweitzer and any subsequent purchaser. So that doesn't go away. We know that. So.
Okay. My other question is, of the people that are hosting this meeting and the council members and stuff like that, how many of you are in the building right now?
I'm in the building
Who else is in
because
the
I don't own a computer.
Okay, but who else is in the building? Anybody, or is it just you?
The tech guy is here, and I believe there's one other person in one of the other rooms.
All right.
I am not there, Colleen.
Okay. So I had requested, I had submitted an OPA request a few weeks ago, and I asked for an unredacted copy of a tort claim that I am allegedly named in. So I asked for an unredacted copy, and I understand that there are certain redactions that have to be redacted out based on the sensitivity of the redactions. However, the entire tort claim, with the exception of the paragraph that my name in, was redacted. I've sent it to 3 OPA attorneys, and they all told me the same thing, that it cannot be completely redacted like that. Unless every single solitary paragraph there is dealing with sexual harassment, you cannot redact out the entire claim. Now, I know for a fact that there are at least 2 paragraphs in there that are not dealing with sexual harassment. So I'm asking that between now and Friday, I get an unredacted version of the tort claim with the necessary redactions. And if not, my attorney, CJ Griffith, is going to sue. We're going to go in front of a judge. We're going to ask the judge to look at it, and then we're going to ask him to unredact the redacted version.
If I can
So,
respond.
just fair
Yeah.
warning.
All
You
right.
got
If I can respond,
Go ahead,
Colleen.
Larry.
Close the business
Yeah.
on Friday.
Colleen, I think you
ahead, Larry.
probably got a response from our labor attorney, did you not? Is that who you got the response from?
I don't believe so.
Well, I think, all right, I'm not, then maybe I'm thinking of a different OPA request. I have not seen the copy that was sent to you.
The only thing that's on it is the paragraph in which my name, it's like 4 sentences. Everything else is blacked out.
Right. All right, if you want to call my office tomorrow, give my office a call. And I'll give you my email or fax number, and you can send me over what you received, because I don't know what you received, because it didn't come from my office, but I'll certainly take a look at it.
Okay, and then I have just one other situation. The lease on the American Legion is up at the end of the year, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Is there any status on that, on what the intention is? Because in light of the fact that they've had their liquor license suspended for 15 days in violation of the pandemic executive orders by the governor, and in fact that 2 individuals from, or with respect to, one of them being an actual member of the Legion and somebody else that thought he was going to be a wise guy, were charged with second-degree witness tampering. I'd like to know how much longer we're going to allow the Legion to continue with these tactics.
Well, I haven't gotten any information on when the Legion is going to go for renewal, so we really haven't discussed anything about it.
Well, so if nobody goes for
And
renewal, are we just going to close it down as of December 31st and not allow anybody in there and padlock the building?
That's the way it's supposed to be done if they don't reapply for a new license, a new lease. But what do you mean? Who? I don't understand what you're talking about. I didn't know anything about
So the ABC suspended their license
issue.
for 15 days.
No, that I knew about.
And one of
But
the
I didn't know
members-
about what you said about the people.
Yeah, so there was one member in particular, and I'm not going to name him, but I will tell him that you should know him, Larry, because you're part of it, and Ed, you should know him too. The chaplain of the Legion, and then another individual in town were charged with second-degree witness tampering and cyberbullying for harassing an individual who made a complaint against the Legion with respect to them drinking while the pandemic was going on when nobody was supposed to be inside the Legion.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Oh, I'm shocked because they put it all over Facebook. I mean, it was all over Facebook. I mean,
Yeah, I
all of your
don't always
Legion
read
members-
a lot of Facebook.
Okay, but your Legion members, including your president, including your membership director, and including your chaplain, put out information with respect to me and blasted my information all over Facebook, threatened me with physical bodily harm, threatened me that they were going to come to my home. I had to go down and file police reports with respect to that, and the Attorney General wound up charging them with second-degree witness tampering. The Legion is out of control. It's out of control. It's been out of control. It's on a piece of property that they should not have. We have a community center that nobody's allowed to use. And now I have to worry about whether or not some drunken lunatic is going to show up at my front door and kick down my door and come after me, because I couldn't go to funerals during the pandemic, but they could certainly sit outside and drink, or go into the Legion every day and drink, and turn around and tell everybody that they were painting, or they were cleaning, or they were regrouting, which is not the case. So I want the town council to think long and hard about whether or not You want that to continue going on in this town. Because I'm telling you what, I've dug my heels in and I have made whatever complaints I need to make to whatever parties were involved and to whatever legal agencies are involved. And I have no intentions of sitting back and having my life threatened or the life of my family threatened with my information being put out all over the Legion because of this crap. This should have been taken care of a long time ago with respect to that Legion, and they should have been warned. And you have a chaplain, the chaplain of the Legion, the man of the cloth, threatening me on Facebook. It's despicable and it's deplorable. And I want to know, Larry in particular, where you stand on all of this, because you're a member of the Legion and you're president of the town council, and you should not even be voting when this comes up for a vote. It's a conflict of interest for you being town council and running for mayor and holding a position over at the Legion.
I don't have a position at the Legion. I'm just a member.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the truth, I haven't been there in a couple of years.
So here's my question to
I
you.
understand
Are you
that.
going to be in favor of the Legion when you have to vote, or are you going to be in favor of the town when you have to vote? Because sitting on the town council, your interest should be in the town.
There's nothing for consideration by the council right now.
But I'm asking Larry Kramer.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have no idea what I'm going to do because, again, I didn't have all of this information that you just gave me now. So it's something I have to think about. I do have to tell you that not only that has to do with the American Legion, I'm on the board of directors of the New Jersey Run for the Fallen, which gets a lot of support, not from our local Legion, but from the state Legion. So I'm between a rock and a hard place, and I will think heavily about it and make my decision when that comes up. Right now, there's been nothing put in front of us for the Legion at this point in time. But it's appalling that you should be subjected to that kind of verbal abuse by anyone, whether it's a Legion member, a person in town. It's not right. It's the same thing as bullying, and I don't like it.
No, they were also charged with cyberbullying because they did it after I had made a police report with respect to them all drinking outside. And like I said, I couldn't go to funerals. I had 3 individuals die during that time, since COVID thing started, and I couldn't go to their funerals, but the American Legion guys every day were over at the American Legion drinking in violation of an executive order. And I'm sorry, on day 792 of this, I was a little annoyed with the fact that there were 20 of them over there drinking and having a good time.
Well, that's understandable.
So, you know, I'm sorry, maybe I'm the biggest pain in the ass in Spotswood, but I'm sorry. If the executive order is you can't be drinking at the Legion and bars are closed, then you need to be closed. I mean, the whole thing is really disturbing to me. It's disturbing to me that nobody... Mayor Sealy, did you know about this?
Well, I know a little more than you think I know. First off, we're not closed yet because we're going to a hearing.
Okay, Ed, listen, we're not going to play semantics.
Well, that is semantic
We're not going
because
to play
it's
semantics with
assumption.
this.
It's
What
an
I'm asking you is,
assumption.
are you aware of the fact that your members at the Legion have threatened me and my family?
I know my chaplain didn't.
Yes, he did. Oh, he
No,
certainly
but-
did. Who's your chaplain, Ed?
My chaplain? My
The chaplain for
first-
the chaplain for the American Legion.
The chaplain for the American Legion is Dan DiMatteo.
Well, according to Nick Costa, he's the chaplain.
The chaplain of the Sons of the American Legion.
Okay, well, guess what? He was arrested for second-degree witness tampering. Or did you not know that?
I know he was issued a summons for that, I do, yes.
Now, and there's my point. I have nothing else to say.
Thank you. Anybody else? I make a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We do have a closed session today.
Okay.
Will we read the closed session resolution?
Yes.
Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, now therefore be it resolved by the Borough of Spotswood, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, as follows: the public shall be excluded from discussion of any action upon the hereinafter specified subject matters. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is as follows: shared services. It is anticipated at this time that the above stated subject matter shall be made public when confidentiality is no longer required. This resolution shall take effect immediately. I want to make a motion to accept the resolution.
I'll make a motion.
Make a motion. Make a motion.
Second.
Councilman Ritchie?
Yes.
Councilman Rivera?
Yes.
Councilman Malillo?
Yes.
Councilman Spacuzzo?
Yes.
Council President Kramer?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave and then, okay, so we're gonna leave.
We're
and
gonna
then-
leave, yeah, Alyssa, I guess everyone
Yeah,
has,
we're-
we're gonna log into the closed session, the council members, and the
Yeah.
mayor. And then,
Mhm.
we'll come back to this.
We'll come back to
particular
this one.
All right, so.
Yep.
Alyssa,
Yeah?
you might want to tell them that there's probably going to be no action taken tonight on this at all.
Correct.
Okay. There's gonna be no action taken.
Public doesn't want to hang around for nothing, they don't have to.
Yeah, there'll be, yeah, and I'll, Mr. Mayor, I'll just indicate, there will be no action whatsoever taken. It's just a discussion that I feel is necessary. So, but we'll certainly come back. I think we have to come back to the open session, public session after we're done with the closed session. All right. All right, so I'll, at this point, I'll ask all council people, mayor, clerk to log off of this one and to log into the other Zoom that you received the information for.
Okay, we're reopening the meeting to the public. And I can't see anything, so.
Are we opening it to the public, correct?
Yes.
Someone's
Yeah, I
making a
think-
motion?
Yeah, we
make
need
a
a mo,
Hi, guys, it's Colleen Ronco.
wait.
Oh,
Oh,
Before
sorry.
you
wait,
do
hold
that-
on, hold
Hold on
on.
1 second, Tom.
All right, so Larry,
I'd
you
like
made
to
a
make a
motion.
motion, to open it to the public.
We need a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Now Colleen can.
Go ahead, Colleen.
I'm sorry, there was another question that I wanted to bring up before about the signs that Diane brought up. And this goes probably to Larry Sachs more so than
Yes.
anybody else.
Sure.
And I think, Charlie, you were involved in this last year when we had the issue here. So I just wanted to say there is already, and we brought this up before, there's already a Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court hearing on the sign issue. And our ordinance is illegal.
Okay.
And when we had the problem last year when I put the sign out
Yeah.
for somebody else that was running in another town because I'm on a main road. And Andy showed up here. He went back to the town attorney in Sayreville, who said to him, you cannot summons them because there is a Supreme Court ruling. And we gave this, I know when Charlie at the time, you were the town council president and we had given you the Supreme Court ruling on it. And I asked at that time that we get rid of the ordinance and you guys poo-pooed it. So I'm going to be honest with you, there's going to be signs on my lawn in the middle of September, long before that September 28th meeting. And if I get summons, we're going to have a real issue on our hands because it's already a Supreme Court ruling. So somebody needs to look this up and we need to get rid of that ordinance.
Well, all right. Well, first of all, let me respond. I'm not familiar with your ordinance because I have not seen it, but I will see it starting tomorrow because I've already asked our clerk to get me a copy of it. I will also review the state statute that I think deals with this as well. And if there is a Supreme Court case that's out there that addresses this issue, I'll make sure I review that as well.
Well, if you want, what I can do is, because I'm sure I have a copy of it downstairs, I can actually get the title of it and I'll send it over to you.
Sure.
But it does absolutely, it's certainly, I mean, it's 100% in there about political signs. So,
But depends what well, you're right. I mean, political signs are free speech. There's no question. But the question is, there may be a state statute that deals with the timing as to when you can put them up before an election. Now, some towns, I know, every town does it differently. I know, I think Old Bridge, I always see signs up early in Old Bridge, whereas I don't see them up as early in some other towns. But we'll take a look into it.
okay, no problem. I just wanted to mention that. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Thank you. Anyone else? Make a motion to close the public portion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. I guess you need a motion to adjourn now.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next meeting of the council meeting will be Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Start time is 7:30 p.m. Regular meeting to follow.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Good night.